Hi guys! Today I'll give you another update on my project pan, and I think I would start with the empties and then with the things we can actually see progress. So perfume is empty. So last time we were here, just a 10 ml size to be honest. This one was from Marks and Spencer, Sea Salt on Freesia. This one was in their summer box, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was a good fresh summer smell. So it's gone now. We're in autumn now. I'm using a different one now. Next one empty. Another one of the Pat McGrath lip balms. Focus. This one was in the color Blow Up. I don't know what to think about. I think they're just overpriced, to be honest. I do like nice lip balm products, especially now that we wear masks a lot. I'm more into lip balms than actually lipsticks. But yeah, it's empty. It's gone. Then I also emptied the face powder. So this one was the one from Poundland. This literally is £1. They do finish quite quickly. I think I can empty one of these ones in like 6 weeks roughly. It takes me 1.5 months. They're quite good though, value for the money. I mean, they're literally £1. They're from Poundland here in the UK, and I had them often before in the past. And when I'm dwindling down my collection a little bit, it's definitely something I would reconsider to buy again. But that's empty now. Then things we see progress. So as another powder, I used the Juno and Co one at the moment. This is their makeup setting powder to brighten or color brighten, Juno Blur, and I filled it in this Eve Lom powder container because it has a brush attached, and funnily enough this brush is actually not too bad. I quite like it. I filled it completely up, and we're roughly halfway down now. So when it's empty again, I will fill it up again with the powder. I just like it. That powder had a weird netting on top of it, which I was not the biggest fan of, so I took that out completely, which makes it a bit easier for me then to fill up this powder container. And yeah, I enjoy using it. Then as a foundation, I used this Balance Me BB cream, and this one was the one I showed last time, which seems to start to separate, so I have to shake it rigorously every time before usage. Last time we were up here, now we are down here, and hopefully by next month this is gone. This one is, I'm really battling with that one. I was actually really tempted to maybe take it out of the project and just bin it, but it's not that old. I don't have it for that long of a time, but I have the feeling my eyes are quite sensitive to it, and they don't really like it. My eyes start to tear up, so I can't put it too close to my eyes, but I thought, you know what, it's only that bit left. I'll battle through the rest of it to just finish it up, and yeah, there we go. Then I didn't use as much this vegan BB mousse. This one is completely wrong color for me. It's very orange. It's from Kiko Milano. I do, funnily enough, so the color is horrible, but I love the smell of this one. I use it as a primer. I used it more as a primer for other foundations. This one I can't really use it as a primer, which is why I've hardly any progress on that one. So last time we were here, now we are down here. And the month before I made much more progress. I can't just use it as a primer under this Balance Me one, but I leave it in the project pan because when I switch over to other foundations I will be able to use it as some sort of primer again. I do enjoy it. It's quite blurring, and yeah, I love the smell of it, so happy to use it up even though it's completely wrong color and I can't use it as a BB mousse. I have to use it as a primer. Then this one actually has some progress. It's not from Revolution, the product in there. This one was like an elf highlighter, and this one was a blush, which was a mix of lots of leftover blushes. And as you can see, the blush, we're nearly done. I repressed both of them several times. The highlighter seems to repress quite well each time, so that's quite good. The blush though, I think I can't repress again because every time I repressed it, I just repressed it too often. The texture seems to go a bit and it gets more brittle and brittle, so I don't think it's worth repressing again. But looking at the amount that's left, I hopefully have it finished by the end of this month. So 1 more month to go, maybe with the blush. It would be great if we can start another blush before the end of the year. But I like it that I repressed it in this compact because it's quite easy for me to use like that. Then this is my bronzer. I must admit I don't use a bronzer daily at the moment. I don't know why. I seem to forget that step at the moment. Maybe it's also because this one is getting a tad too dark for me because we're now getting into autumn and my tan, I don't have tan anymore, so I'm a bit pale now. I think this is a bit too dark for me. That's why I probably forego a little bit the bronzer. But there we go. I used this one because I had to repress it, and yeah, just the consistency, the formula changed with the repressing, and I don't want it to go bad or anything or break even more. So I try to use it up before it's getting bad. But I quite like this bronzer. It's quite nice. Claudia Schiffer. I really need to focus on this one and use it again. This one I only used once this month, so no progress at all to report with this one. It's from Elizabeth Arden, the Pure Finish number 2 or 02 foundation. This is a mineral powder foundation. It's the funny one where you turn it and then the packaging shaves off bits of the top of the pressed powder, which is quite funny. I'm really wondering how this one looks when it's completely empty, but you will see it here. So I think when this one is done, I will focus a bit more on this one. Then this one I also hardly use. This is the Lacroix Snapshot Ready Illumination Primer. I think this is a copy of a Smashbox one. Last time we were here, now we are done here. I think I only used it 3 times this month or something. I actually quite like this one. It's not too bad. I just feel primer sometimes is such an additional step I don't really want to do, although an illuminating one at least does a little bit of something. But yeah, I will continue using this one. Maybe I should pick up on it. Well, not maybe. As I said before, this one isn't good with anything underneath, so I hardly could use it, but I will focus on that one again. Then this is my face spray. I use this as it's not really a setting spray. It's more like, I don't know, a refreshing spray from Clarins. I use it again. So last we were here, now we are down here. Has a super fine mister. I really like it. I need to remind myself though every morning to use it, because in summer it was really nice and was easy to use because it's quite refreshing and you really want it in the hot weather. But in wintertime I really need to force myself, because this is getting old and I don't want it to get bad. And as you can see, this is really slow progress in using it sometimes, because it has such a fine mister, so you don't use too much product, so you have definitely long life to go. But yeah, I really like this one and I really want to finish it, so I put it on the front of my shelf to use it. Mascara, nothing to report really. I'm using this one at the moment. I had this one before, Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme. I like it. I use it fine. The only thing, maybe I'm not the biggest fan of that massive brush, but that's about it. And then we have my lip liner. I still use the Estee Lauder Double Wear one. This one is actually not that old. I bought it beginning of this year, but I showed you last time already. This comes out and you can see there's actually not that much left. And this is, I think, the bottom bit you normally wouldn't use because you can't reach anymore to sharpen it at that point. So it's actually not that much left. I try to use it daily and then use different lipsticks on top of it. It's a bit like my Lips But Better color. And yeah, which color is it actually? Oh, it's color 28 Tulip. I like it. I never used that brush in the end, but at least there's a brush which makes it a bit easier to sharpen it, because you have something to hold on to. Same as this one actually. This one looks like it's nearly done. This is my eyeliner. This is from Ciate. It has a brush at the end, and there's the eyeliner. So it's getting really down now. It's just a black eyeliner, and it's getting now already a little bit tricky to sharpen that one. I have to take the cap off of the brush to hold it at the brush bit, otherwise the cap just turns, to sharpen this one. So I think if we go on like this, I might have it finished by the end of the month. I really like the packaging of this one, by the way. I really like the star print. And then last but not least, I will actually add something in the project pan, and I will add a new face powder because I emptied the Poundland one. I will add this one here. This is from the Conscious collection from Kiko Milano, the vegan matte powder in 02 light beige. Reason why I'm adding it, I used it only twice. I don't really have thoughts about it, so I thought, okay, I just add it in my project pan because I don't have strong feelings about it. I actually quite like the packaging. As it's from the Conscious collection, it doesn't have a mirror. But yeah, I'm just adding it literally for that reason, because I was thinking I should add another powder, and this one is the one where I have least feelings about, so I'm happy to let this one go, or just empty it, to be honest. So there we go. If this one turns out to be crappy though, because I didn't use it that much, I might take it out next month. But for now, I put it in. As you see, I don't really have eye products at the moment and lip products in my project pan, purely because I have loads of lip products I'm using at the moment to determine if I want to keep them or not. So watch my empties video, because there might be some in there which I decluttered because they have gone bad. And eye products, I'm just, at the moment, I have so many new eyeshadow palettes. If you watched my other videos, and I literally just try to go through them. I might start like a video series, like 1 palette a month, to tell you my feelings about some eyeshadow palettes. I pulled out some of my Pat McGrath's motherships from years ago the other day, and I have the feeling some of them are actually getting bad. So I really should focus on using my palettes and using what I have, and maybe, yeah, trying it out. Let me know in the comments what you actually think about it, if you would hear about it, if I show you some of my other eyeshadow palettes, literally use 1 or 2 for a month and focus on them and just see what I feel. Okay, that's it for me today, and I see you next time. Bye.